what's going on? I'm back. It's my second video. Kind of been slacking, but this real estate school, yeah, you got to study, comprehend what's really going on, because yeah, it ain't just easy, but nothing ever is if it's worth it. So let's not even get into that. Let's just keep it short and simple as possible, because I can dive deep and really go in. But today, I just want to keep it simple because I haven't posted anything and I need to post something. And I don't do run my mouth about this stuff anyway. Why not talk to you, whoever you are? Building business credit. There's two ways to really build it. Let me get you in the door. PG, personal guarantee. So that's when you have good credit and you want to co-sign for your business. But it's called PG. But the same way that your brother them, your best friend them, your cousin them, your mama them, come holler at you if you the one with the good credit and you gonna co-sign for them to get their car, but it give them a chance for them to mess up your credit, now you liable? But you can do that for your business. Why not do it for your own business? Tell you why not, because yeah, if you can't pay your bills, with your business can't pay their bills, and they come get your stuff. But if you are doing things properly, it's just a catalyst for you to jumpstart yourself into just boom, let me get in the system. Get in the system, I build my credit profile, I no longer keep using my SSN. Those cards that I had, either I just don't use them or I cancel them. But anyway, that's a short version. I'm not saying, look, it's a short version. So boom, to the other side, the more detailed way. Because these some documents you need to have even when you're doing that way. So let's get into it. You need an entity. What is an entity? An entity is person on paper. Now it's a corporation, LLC. You got trusts, nonprofits, partnerships. You got all those different kinds of things. But we keep it simple, and I guess we're gonna keep it simple and talk about LLCs and corporations. You got S corp, C corps. You can look into the difference. We're not gonna get into that right now. So you figure out what kind of entity is best for you, and you pick a name. There is also sole proprietorship, because if you an easy way to do a sole proprietorship really is you can go down to the county and get an assumed name certificate, or a DBA, known as a doing business as name. And if you're Joe, then and you cutting grass, then you can get a DBA or assumed name certificate as the lawnmower man. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be the lawnmower man instead of just Joe who cut grass. And when you do that, you can get you a EIN from the government, and then you can work it that way, right? So it's a little bit of a cheaper route just going to get a DBA and just getting into the system. It's a smart way. But just like I said with the PG, you'll still be connected and liable for everything. But if you're doing stuff the right way anyway, don't trip. At least get into the system, so when you start working it, it'll just be like it'll plant a seed for what you can do, and then hopefully you'll be generating money to the point where you can have many businesses as you want. So boom. So okay, you figured out your entity. You go to the Secretary of State. And when you go to the Secretary of State, you fill out the information, and then one of the steps is having an address, right? So when you filling out, you say, man, okay, well, yeah, if you got a brick and mortar, like an old school, like you really doing business out here, and you need a building, boom, that's beautiful, lovely. But if you ain't got the means right now, I got you. I understand. That was me. And so the next thing you could do is get a virtual address. But don't use a P.O. box. Don't use UPS. Do your research. I think Regis was popular. I think Alliance, I think, is kind of popular. But do your research. I'm just saying. By the way, I am not a financial advisor. And CYA, consult your attorney, consult your accountant. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, don't take my word for it. Do your own research. So back to your regularly scheduled programming. So yeah, you got your business entity. boom, with the Secretary of State to ask for your address, and you can use your personal address, your home address. That's fine. Just do it to get in the door and get started. But if you could have a brick and mortar, that's number one. If you have the means to get a virtual address, that's number two, because they're a lot a bit cheaper a month. You gonna be paying a month 70, 100, well, I don't know. It just varies. You can get them for cheap though. Or use your personal address, your home address. That's fine. Use that if you just want to get in the door. And then after you have that squared away, Secretary of State, they're going to give you an articles of organization or a certificate of filing, however long it takes for them to get back to you. And make sure you keep everything together. Get you a binder, get you a folder, and keep it together, because when you move, you just want everything together. And then after you do that, you want to get your EIN number. And when you get that EIN number, that's just like a social for your business. You go to irs.gov, do it during business hours, man. I think 9 to 5 or something like that. I'm not sure. We'll just say 9 to 5, maybe 9 to 6. I don't know. Whatever the time zone is, just do it in the middle of the day during the week. And you can get it right there, download the document, print it out right then and there. Otherwise, they're going to mail it to you, and it'll take a little while, but we're trying to move. So why not just do it in the daytime, during the week, get it together, boom, download it, got it, boom. Keep a copy on your computer, put a copy in your binder, you know what I mean? Keep that keep that on lockdown. You don't just want people with your EIN number just like you don't want them with your social. You understand me? So, you got that. What's next? And here's where to get into the finer details of things. So, you want, let me not leave this out. You want a Dun and Bradstreet number. Dun and Bradstreet simply is just somebody who keeps track of business credit. You can do international business, but they're one of the big reporting agencies that a lot of companies use to verify your credit. So boom, just Google that or YouTube it. Free Dun & Bradstreet number, free D&B number, free Duns, that's what they call them, a Duns number, DUNS. So you got that, cool. And you can get it for free. You can maneuver and get the EIN straight up is free, the Duns is free. Now they may try to upsell you and call you, tell you you don't need it, okay? When they call you or they email you, they gonna give you that number. But don't listen to nothing they saying, because they gonna try to upsell you. And they gonna make it sound good. But you ain't got it, okay? And you don't need to spend it, okay? But if you do have stuff, maybe that's for you. But I'm telling you, for me, nah, okay. Did I mention I'm not a financial advisor? All right. Look, so you got all of that in check. Next thing, this is the details. Keep it simple. You need a website, and you need a corporate email address, meaning instead of the lawnmowerman at yahoo.com or at gmail.com, you need Joe at thelawnmowerman.com. And that just makes you look more official. That's all it is. You look more official with a website if you're really doing business out here. You look more official with a business with a corporate email if you're really doing business out here. You got to have a 1-800 number and a fax number if you doing business out here. Okay? So, yes, you're going to, I would advise you, even though I'm not an advisor, I'm advising myself. I'm not advising you. Look, fax number, 1-800 number, and, get you a local number too. Now, I don't know who does these things anymore. Grasshopper, I think, the Metro Fax might do it. Some of them, they'll work all in together to where you can have a number and the fax will come in as a document online, and you could just look at it like that. So you got to have all that. Of course, get your business licenses, your business registration, things like that. If you're actually doing business in a building, that. Cool. 411. Oh, man. Had a phone call. Cut me off. But just let's finish up a recap. 411 number. It's important. Not 411 number. you need to list yourself on 411 and some other places. I think you can list yourself on Google for free, I believe. I think you can list yourself on Bing. I think there's like listyourself.net. You can do something for free. So look that up too. You need to, I think, list yourself. List yourself on Google as well, Bing, Yahoo, all these places, because it just looks good. And remember, everything has to be congruent. So whenever you file your Secretary of State and get your EIN number and your Dun and Bradstreet number and all this information, your address, your name, your website, all of that, because a lot of us don't realize that we won't get approved for certain kind of things because it's something to just be off. You know what I'm saying? So make sure, however you're spelling it, if you're putting a comma, if you're the numbers, and all that. So keep everything the same, And then further down the line, of course, when you change stuff, you just have to make sure you update everything. But that's pretty much it, man. That's the basic. That's kind of the rundown. Which each step you can kind of dive into. Each step has steps. You know what I'm saying? But it's a process. Is it worth it? I think so. For all of you that are here, maybe you're trying to figure out how to get on your journey. Maybe you already are. But for me, just if you have the passion and desire to create your own lane, create your own wealth, generational wealth, something you can hand down, this is just a piece to the puzzle. We haven't even got into it yet. We haven't talked about nonprofits and trust and charitable donations and putting your car in your business name or your nonprofit or trust name, having trustees. If something get pulled, you get pulled over, car get pounded, somebody can come get you out. That's a member of your entity. We haven't got into all of that little kind of stuff. But I say all this to say that, man, it's so many things you could do. It's so valuable. And we can go to school and learn whatever they want to teach us. We can go to our jobs and make somebody else rich, which some jobs is a good thing, good tool, and it's just to be used as a catalyst to get you where you want to go. So, with that being said, I'm going to get off this thing, man. Plan the work the plan. Get the information, apply the information. And yeah, I don't know everything. But don't let that hinder you, because experience will teach you significantly faster and is more beneficial than just reading or watching YouTube and never applying. Apply pressure. I'm out.